You probably will not have a vision. You probably will not be provoked. You probably will not be ignited. But in situations that are uncomfortable, then you find out that you begin to push and you begin to start something. Your mind begins to race for time. You begin to think through and begin to find a way out of it. So each time you see an adversity, don't think it's coming to kill you or to crush you. Adversity is only coming to empower you and to get you ready for something bigger than you could ever imagine. So see the positive side of adversity, okay? And then finally, when we talked about breaking mental barriers to accelerate success, you must understand that you are what you think. Whatever you think you are, that's who you are. Whatever is the dominant thought in your mind, that's what you are. If you think you're not good enough, then you are not good enough. No matter how much I prep you and tell you you're good, you will still see yourself at the end of the day as not good enough. Some people have come to this mindset that nothing good ever happens to them. So any attempt of something good coming close to you, by your own disposition, you push it away. And within our local parlance, we hear people say, "Nkwo Isom-me," "Nkwo Ufok." The staff in my organization, something happened, and it got a query, and I wasn't there, but the HR told me. So when he got the query, he said, "Oh, my village people have come again to this work." Because he just got sacked from his old job, then he got this other job, and he got a query. And the first thing that came out of his mouth is "my village people." That's his level of thought. So please understand that you are what you think. Now, to help you put all of this right and to see how you can begin to effect the change process to see a different you, there's what I will advise you to do. I call it, of course, it's out there and everyone knows this. It's called a to-do list. What to-do list are you putting in place for this conference? So I'd like you to just write and just note this, my to-do list. Personalize it and write it, my to-do list. The things you're willing to do and you will do after this conference, my to-do list. And within your to-do list, there are 4 critical questions I'd like you to note down, and after now, you can attempt to answer them. That will help you start the process. The first question is how. In all of the things that have been said since yesterday and that will be said today, there will be pointers to you, showing you things that you've not done well and what has led to where you are right now. So the first question I'd like you to answer is, how did I get here? What did I do that has brought me this far? So you need to answer the question of how. How? How? You need a mentor. You need a mentor, and how do you approach the mentor, and how do you get to with the mentor? If you listen through today, I'm sure that question will be answered. So you need to ask yourself, who do I talk to? Who can help me? Who can hold my hands? Who can point in the right direction? Who can guide me? And then finally, when? When do I want to start? When do I want to effect this change? When should I begin? And if you ask me when, now is when. Not next year, not 2 months' time. And so the answer for when, just write in capital letters, now. And if you do that, you understand that you're good to go. And now is an action word. Action is what will bring clarity. Clarity is what will bring confidence. And confidence is what will bring results. As we engage today, I urge you to listen attentively, take your notes, and don't let anyone distract you. Understand that it's time to act. Action brings clarity. Clarity brings confidence, and confidence will bring result. Wishing you all the best of results at this conference. Thank you.
We can get a louder applause for Prof. Good morning again, distinguished delegates, innovators, and dreamers. Welcome to day 2 of Ignite 2025. Yesterday, there were sparks of fire, there was fun, there was laughter, there were lessons learned, and of course, well, today is going to be more fuel to ignite. If you were here yesterday, let me hear you shout, Ignite. If you are not here yesterday, let me hear you shout, Ignite. You didn't bring more people today. We told you, make sure you come with someone. Well, if today is your first day, don't worry. You came at the right time, all right? It's just like, joining in Nollywood. Wow, you're doing fish lady, right? I'll be chicken lady. How about this side? Impactful. There's someone, you say? Motivated. What up there? Ignited. Here? Did someone say hungry? Don't worry, food will come earlier this time, all right? All right, put your hands together for yourselves, everyone. Welcome. Okay, so if day 1 taught us about breaking barriers, then day 2 will certainly start with something deeper. It is resilience. And this is because no matter how great your idea is, life will test it. The truth is, setbacks are not your stop signs, they are definitely your rocket fuel. All right? Think about that. And please, I hope your notes are here because our moderators, our panelists, our speakers are going to be dropping punchlines. And so we're going into today's first panel session. It is one that promises to be very, very engaging and impactful, and all the words that you use to qualify what happened yesterday. The fireside chat for today is themed Resilience is a Superpower, Harnessing Setbacks as a Rocket Fuel. And to moderate this, I have the pleasure of inviting my friend, a very fiery, and the guest today is one moderator, one guest, because this guy is like 3 people, not in size though, but of course in brains. He's a senior special assistant on digital and new media to the presidency. You know what that means. He's a respected thought leader in communication, storytelling, and he told me just yesterday that he's into sports as well, which is my field. He's one of Nigeria's strongest voices in the digital space. For those of you who are on X and social media, you must have heard about the name Ortega Ogra. Please put your hands together for him as he steps up to tell us about resilience is a superpower, harnessing setbacks as rocket fuel. So please take out your notes, sit back, open your minds, and let's learn today. By the way, excuse my manners, my name is George Iniabasi. I𝐶N, Mighty George. What a rush.
Good morning, and welcome to the second day of Ibom-Ignite 2025. How was yesterday? It was exciting, it was quite impacting for me, and I know that much so for you. This is a time where we are geared up to ignite our dreams, ignite our creative ideas, and of course, accelerate our goals to achieve purpose. And today, of course, we have a gentleman in the house, a very special guest. He's a communication strategist. He's been introduced, but it's important to actually add a name that was not added. Ortega the Tiger. Yeah, that's his name. Please appreciate him. Ortega, welcome to our state. I know you're a friend of the state. We'll start by just asking you, how would you describe Akwa Ibom State?
Akwa Ibom, yeah. You know, I say Akwa Ibom is family to me. It is like home. This feels like home. The hospitality, the warmth, you know, the people. You hardly find this in many places across Nigeria. And trust me, I've been to at least 32 Nigerian states. So I want to say thank you to His Excellency the Governor. Thank you to Oga Charlie, my former boss at GTBank and the senior colleague. Thank you to my friends, the governor's kids, and Excellency the First Lady. And thank you to everyone who's here. It's because of you we're here. And I will come back to Akwa Ibom as often as I am called. That is a thing I told His Excellency the Governor yesterday. Anytime Akwa Ibom calls, I will answer, because this is family and this is home. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I called him the friend of the state. Okay, today, most of us here are leaders, and all of us here are entrepreneurs. We all know that we have our distinct paths and journeys in life, and to carry out our plans and goals, most of the times in our journey, there are seasons where we have meltdowns, seasons where we have disruptions in our plans, crazy delays, human disappointments, and a whole lot of unimaginable setbacks. Whether these setbacks actually get you crumbled or whether they serve as fuel for growth, it depends on the word called resilience. That's a word for the day, resilience. And so in the next how many minutes, you'll be finding out just how resilience is a superpower and how you can harness all of your setbacks, all of your challenges in your personal development, in your business goals, how you can harness them into a rocket fuel to achieve incredible success. So to go straight into this topic, Ortega the Tiger. First of all, let's tackle the word resilience. All of us can be on the same page regarding the meaning. What exactly is resilience and how does it apply? Does it apply to everyone or to a selected few?
So I'm going to ask a few questions. Has anyone here ever lost the opportunity of a job before? Raise your hand up if you have. Have you ever failed an exam before? You know, have you ever thought something was just within your reach and then all of a sudden, poof, it disappears? Raise your hand. So welcome, you're already on the resilience training journey. You know, that's resilience simply for me. I mean, all of you are still here today despite all of those. And I say, for me, myself, I am the embodiment of resilience. I remember one time when I was very young, I was in secondary school. You know, I used to be very good at school with my education, and I used to represent my secondary school in competitions then. Different kinds of competitions. I was a science student, but I was always on the arts and commercial sides of the competition team because I was never in class and everything. I was, you know, slightly a truant. And then the First Lady of Lagos State, our current First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator I𝐛𝐨𝐕 𝐈𝐠𝐧𝐢𝐭𝐞 had this spelling bee competition she used to hold. I thought I was so good at English and spelling, and I knew I was good because I'd read dictionaries many times. I played Scrabble very well. And I did not think there was anybody in Nigeria that could beat me. So we went. I think we were about 400, 500 in the hall, and you keep going until you lose the question, or you lose the spelling, and you go back to sit down. And there remained 5 of us on stage who had gone through all the processes. And then the 4 before me missed their question. And it came to me, and the moderator said, spell athletes. I actually thought I heard Achilles, the Greek god. And so I spelled that, or one of the other, Sha. And he said I was wrong. Me, the stubborn boy that I was, on stage, on live TV, I'm like, no, I got it right. This is what you asked. And he said, no, this is the correct spelling. I said, that is not what you pronounced. And so they called the last 4 back on stage for another round to see who will win. And I thought, okay, I'll be part of those that will call to win. At the end of the day, the first 3 missed. The 4th lady got hers, and they said, oh, she was the winner. And so I just go mad on stage. You know, I'm like, hey, 5 of us were the last, so 5 of us should have been given the opportunity to speak. And then I burst into tears, got off the stage, went to the school bus, and I was schooling in Lagos State Model College, 𝐶𝐿, which is far at the end of Lagos State, just by the border of Benin Republic. And all through from there to, you know, the school, I was crying. Nobody could console me. And then we had to park at Badagry, which is another 30 minutes to my school, continuing to move, continuing to